Tiny home on wheels. Minivan conversion, no build. Hi, I'm Minivan Lee, and I just want to introduce myself to all the new people to my channel who really don't know much about me. I have been a nomad, and I've been living in my minivan for 5.5 years. Now, I've tweaked it quite a bit in that time, but really only for like the first couple years. After that, I've got everything down pat, and I wouldn't change a thing. I want to show you what I got. But I want to tell you just a little bit about me. I'm born and raised from Ohio, Northern Ohio. When I was in my early 20s, my husband and I, we moved to Arizona. And I spent 40 years in Tucson. All my children, 4 children, they're all raised in Tucson, Arizona. Find out who this fella is too.
No, don't show me.
That's Paul. Say hi, Paul.
Hi, everybody.
Yes. He's my travel partner and my true love. Yes, yes he is. So this is Paul. He's got a ProMaster Ram 2500. I do like to nestle in urban settings, either in neighborhoods. I park at night, and during the day I can go in parking lots, and during the day I spend my time in parks. I like the city environment, not a city like LA or New York City. No, not like that. But you know, a medium-sized city is fine for me. I also like to boondock. In the winter, I like to go to Portside and hang out there. I do have, this is an urban setting right now. We got motorcycles. We've got the ambient noise here. I do have a Facebook group, Minivan Lee's This Nomad Life, so go join that. It's got like 3,000 members. A lot of good things going on there. I do like style. I like accessories. Oh yeah. I do not believe that being a nomad, you should be dowdy or dirty. I like to be clean, and I like to have, you know, look fashionable. I always did like fashion. I'm 69 years old. I like to exercise. If you go to minivanlee.com or minivan-lee.com, however you want to, .org, I'm there. And you can find neck gaiters, arm gaiters. I do wear these. People ask me, why do I wear these? Well, they protect my arms. And sometimes I get bruises because I'm getting older, and I bump them a lot in a small space. So, and they protect it also. If I bump it a lot, it won't tear, it won't bruise as bad, and they kind of look cool, don't you think? Yeah. So you can find those on minivanlee.com, and you can also find my exercise tapes. And if you want to give me a gift, it's all right there too. Now, one more thing to get to know me. I wrote a book, How to Live in a Minivan, The Minivan Lee Way, and it's on Amazon. Ebook or paperback, get it. If you're thinking about getting ready for this lifestyle, you know somebody that is, it's not expensive, get the book. So, without further ado, let's get inside and let's see what I did. First of all, I'm going to take my 3 bins out here, and I'll show you why. Hold on. I carry my old accordion windshield reflector. And I keep it for the reason that I put it on the ground so I can put my bins on it and they don't just lay in a parking lot or in the dirt. She's a Labradoodle.
That's it.
Yes, her name's Abby. You met me, you met Paul, and you met Abby. Let's meet my tiny home on wheels, my minivan conversion, no build. So the 3 bins that I took out, they are here. If I'm out boondocking, or sometimes if I'm just out in a parking lot and there's nobody around, and Paul, we park in such a manner that we have an open space in between us. And I can take my bins out, maybe I can cook in here or whatever. But most of the time, the bins are here, but I wanted to take them out so I can show you what's in there. Now, one thing is I never ever take my shoes inside my van. I keep a very tight ship. So when I go in, my bins are here, I go in the front seat, I take them off before, and then I climb back into this. So come on in here and I'll show you what I got. Well, let me do a pan around for you. Okay, start here. Let me pan around. This is the back. Those are my bins down there. They go right here. Now my passenger seat is out, and I've got bins here. So let's start. All the seats are out. Every single one of the seats, even the back seats. I took them out, and in the back I have a well where the third row seats would have gone down in. But I found 3 bins that fit exactly in there. So I have basically I have my winter clothes down there. It's really hard to get to because these are 3 bins. These contain everything that I use on a daily basis. Now, this is where my bedding is, my blankets and my pillows. And I park them there every single day. I put them up nice so my van looks nice. And over here is my sleeping bag. It's a -25 Teton sleeping bag. It's very thick and puffy. In the summer, I don't get in it. I lay on top of it. If it really gets cold, I will go in it in the winter, but that's very rare. It's very easy. Under this, I have doubled over blankets, and then I have a really good, it's a very thick, regular house carpet. And then, of course, under there is the regular manufacturer carpeting. So it's actually very comfortable in here. And as you can see, I have a lot of space. I have all of this space. I've got my pillows here, and I can sit here, and I can read. I can prop my feet up. I can just sit here Indian style, which I do a lot. I like to have this space to sit down on. When I first heard about the nomad lifestyle, I was watching the Big Kahuna. You know who he is, Bob Wells. My daughter turned me on to him years ago. Before I became a nomad, and I first saw him, I said, that's what I want. I want to be in that lifestyle. That is his lifestyle for me. And I knew by some of his van tours that I wanted a minivan. And I knew I did not want to build out. All the build outs I watched, I thought, well, how do you move around? How do you sit on the floor? I would feel cramped in. So I never did a build out. This is for me. Now, one reason it is for me is because I'm 5 feet 3 inches. That's all I am. And I'm about 130 pounds. So I can do this lifestyle without a build out. You might need a build out, but I've seen some pretty cool ones, and I'm not going to go into that. Maybe later I would go through what would I do for a build out, because I've seen some pretty cool ones. But this is what I have. I have my 2 main pillows here. This is right now, I consider this my living room. In the morning, I consider this my little breakfast nook. I have a tray here. I pull out my stove, put it on the ground, my coffee stuff, and I make coffee. And I'll go over what the day's activities will be. And that's my little coffee nook, right? My little barista, yeah. So this is, I can keep transforming it. And then tonight, I'm going to turn it into a bedroom. Now right here, with a minivan, I've got this, and there's a little compartment in here. But right here, I put some of that material down, like you put in your cupboard so things don't slip and slide. But I can literally put my phone right there and watch a movie. Or on my bins right here, I can park it right on my bin and sit here and enjoy a movie. I really love this no build. This is perfect for me. Now, when I put my carpeting in, it was too big. So what I did was I just moved it and slid it up. But look I've got places to park things. I use my scissors all the time. Got my knife. Yeah, Marco, you always like to see me take out my knife. Yes, This is my bushcraft knife. I keep it handy. And a couple other things. Now, the same over here. It's the same over here. I keep my books, a book, a light. Yeah. It's just, I've learned, over 5 years, I've learned how to utilize space. Got my cup holders here, light. Here I have a gauge for the keeps track of humidity and temperature. I like to keep track of humidity. Right now I'm at 41%. Anything over 50, not too happy with. Bins, they're square bins, they're cloth. I took out the square bottom. I keep my butane, water. There's another train coming. Hold on. This is my dresser for clothes. Tops, bottoms, and seasonal clothes. In the winter, there'll be winter clothes. Right now, there's bathing suits and summer clothes. Yeah. I keep things that I need on a regular basis right here in a box. In here, this is a silicone ice cube tray. Cut out some of the membranes right there so I can keep things that I need all the time. Flashlight, things like that. Lip gloss. And I like to keep this open. This is one of the main spaces. Maybe sit my coffee there. At night I can take my earrings out and set it. It's just like a regular dresser that you would use if you took your watch off at night. Over here is where the passenger seat would go. This is a very big bin. This is a big one. What I do in here is I put my overflow food in. So because you don't want to just have food for the day or the next couple days, you know, with things the way they are, they do. I recommend too, everybody carries some extra food. So I have extra food in here. I've got a bin here that are useful things that I use usually that I might need. And then under there is another bin. I'll show that to you in a minute. This is more like my garage. I keep things in there that I don't need all the time, like maybe some extra hiking boots, my jump starter, my tire inflator, things like that. Here, when I'm driving, here's my driver's seat. When I'm driving, I like to keep things that I might need, that I might want to grab. But I don't like to look at it. So I just have a towel over it. When I'm driving, I got my keys, things like that. When I'm not driving, I can cover it up. I do not like clutter. Most people who have watched me a long time know she hates clutter. I do hate clutter. Now it's pretty interesting in the middle here, and if you notice on my windshield or on my dash, there's nothing. I don't keep things there. If I do have something there, it's only to keep this ill-fitting windshield covered there. I do have another windshield cover that I use at night, and it covers everything very nice, but I only use that at night. I do want to show, this is like a nice table. Here's a speaker. I got my fan here that I can blow towards me. Here's another one of those square cloth bins. They're like bins, I guess that's what you call them. But I keep things in here that I might need while I'm driving, like rags to wipe my windows, some gloves, things like that. This is my basic organization. I've got a nice, I keep a bag in it. This is my garbage. I like it to be nice. If you see, my color scheme is turquoise and purple. And I've got fairy lights going on here. Let's see. I have 2 strands of fairy lights going around. Very important to me because, let's see. There we go. Let's put pink on. There we go. So I've got 2 strands of fairy lights going on. They really make for nice ambient light at night. And how do I have my fairy lights on? There are these 1 pins here. If you look in the video description, you'll see a link for it on my Amazon storefront. They got 2 little pins in here. This is material up here, and I just put them in, and they hold my fairy lights up around. It makes a big difference to live in style and to make things kind of nice for yourself. It isn't just all utilitarian. You got to have some kind of cool things going on. Hey, y'all, I want to show you what it looks like inside with my bins in here. There's still a whole lot of room. This is the way it normally is, unless I'm out boondocking. And then at night, what I do is I can park everything's up here, like my wastebasket, my wipes, and this case here. This is my beauty case that I take in to the gym. This is a fishing tackle, but it fits everything. I bought this at Walmart. That way I can fit my makeup and my hair things and everything in there. So that parks right here. And then I'll show you these curtains I put down so that nobody can look in. Yeah, these curtains are down. They're blackout curtains, but they're gray. And I've got it down on that side. And then you can see that those windows are covered too. And then I've got all my front covers there. So this is what it looks like when I'm inside and I'm all cozy for the evening. But this is what the bins look like here. And see, like on this corner here, I can take my phone and I park it right there. And I can sit here and it's pretty close. It's pretty cozy in here, isn't it? That makes it fun. Yeah. Okay, so this is my basic setup. Like I said, on these bins back here, they carry like dishes, extra, like my health stuff, like my toothbrush, stuff like that. Food. I've got it organized pretty good. But in the back of there is what I call the garage area. And let's go see that. This is my garage area. It's probably it's taking up about this much space from here to where the bins start. The bins start right here. These are my pillows. Now back here are things that I need when I'm outside. Well, basically like my laundry, my hammock, my exercise equipment, my gym bag. I have a ladder because I'll show you my solar in just a second. I have it up on the roof. My chair, an umbrella, a little stool, bags, stuff like that. Yeah. I've got a bag of toys down there. I do slacklining, if you know what that is. I've got another Okmo 1000 down here. I don't have room for it in my van, but I keep it here if I need it. That way with an Okmo 1000, I can use a hair dryer or use my rice cooker, something like that. I don't use it very often, but I like to have that. Okmo is a good brand. And I have 2 Jackeries that I use on the inside. So this is my garage area. I've got a couple extra solar panels up here in case I want to put them out. You know, I'm parked in the shade and maybe because it's on top of my roof. But let me show you the solar panel. Here's my solar panel up here. It's a 100 watt Renogy solar panel, flexible. It's held on by Gorilla Tape, 2 layers. It doesn't go anywhere. And I'll show you how it goes in. The wires go into my window. It comes down from my roof and goes inside my window. Got this taped. It goes on the inside, goes under here behind my dresser, and comes out right here, and it plugs in to my Jackery right there. I want to show you this side. Here is that blue bin, my kind of like my garage stuff, and then back there is where I keep my extra water. Here I utilize every space. This is one of those code readers in case any lights come on, so I can read it myself. And if you notice, I keep all of my windows covered, and I have limo tinting on all of the other windows. This is my tiny home on wheels. This is my minivan conversion, no build. You get to see it all. I will say, I do not have any storage, and I do not keep anything at like my children's houses in their garages or anything. Everything I own is here, and I'm a full-time nomad. I have scaled down. I have decided what I need. Every once in a while I find, I have more than what I need, but I feel like, wow, I might need it later. Just because I don't use it now, I might need it later. But I try to be very picky, and I pick my battles on what I can carry. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little tour of my tiny home on wheels. I know a lot of you have already seen it, but this is just another version of it. And I really want to say welcome to everybody who's new to my channel. I appreciate you. Please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Go to minivanlee.com for all of the neck gaiters and arm gaiters and all that jazz. Until tomorrow, bye.